Hiya Puddins, Amanda Cowell here. You can find me at mandacowell.com on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, and doing all of my cosplay fun. Normally I'm Harley Quinn, but many times I'm Raven, McGann, and many other characters from video games, anime, and, of course, comic books. When I'm not doing my cosplay awesomeness, I'm listening to the wonderful podcast of Mr. J and the rest of the droids at Droid Canada Podcast. You should check it out. Bye!
Harley?
Oh, hi, Puddin'.
Harley?
No, I was just... Puddin'?
You clever little minx! How did you escape from Arkham?
Welcome to the Droids Canada Podcast. On Facebook, on Twitter, on G+, and now Instagram. And the podcast starts now.
What the fuck is the internet?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Toasty!
They're gonna feel pretty stupid when they find out. Find out what? They're fucking with the wrong people.
What? Asking what? At least I drink my Starbucks with my pinky up. Does Rainer even know we're recording? Who knows?
Probably not.
Rainer! Because you're a valuable member on our page. You're a valued member on the page. You're just as valuable as Brian is. He's pretty valuable, right? He's valuable? He's got a value, right?
He's there.
He's there. Rainer does more than him, but I like to make sure everyone feels equal.
You start taking bets.
That's why you're not racist. You hate everybody equally.
I know.
How long is it going to take before Rainer punches
She looks
him?
very attentive and looking at her drink. Like she's just staring at how her drink's being made right now. Like it's such intenseness.
Stir my drink.
My bet is going to be 5 minutes.
5 minutes to what? She punches me?
I'll take the under.
Hi.
You're a dick, Todd.
I'm a dick. I thought it was a nice person. I even bought her a beverage.
You did?
You did.
How did yours cost less than mine?
Because it's just...
Hot chocolate?
But it's a pumpkin spice. It's so much better.
Some people aren't hipsters.
What? You didn't like her selfie?
Why do my legs look weird? What is that?
She's all self-conscious.
If anyone listening to this podcast knows, I enjoy tormenting Rainer. So while she was waiting in line, I took a selfie of myself, which I will use. Actually, I'm going to use this picture specifically of my face on top of the robot for the picture. Just have kind of have like Rainer's head. I'll just take her silhouette from the photo and just put it in the background, just
Yeah,
staring.
you can't really see me.
Oh, I know where you are. I know
I
where you
could-
are.
well-
That's all I need to know. So I know where
My
you
legs
are.
look weird.
Let's keep this conversation PG-13, okay?
Okay.
We already had a lot of conversation about anal and the misspelling of annual.
Followed by...
Followed by what? I think we're gonna. I'm pretty
Butt
confident
plugs?
we're gonna get our. I'm pretty confident we're gonna get our media passes from Hamilton Comic Con, even though I technically proposed to them in some type of anal sex. So, if anyone's listening to this, please understand that the U is very important in the word annual.
Otherwise, you're just requesting butt love.
There's nothing wrong with butt love. This doesn't include me ever.
Though you might get more if you do request butt love. You never know. You know, I was watching a show called Frisky Business, and they said that most of their products sold are butt plugs.
Is that the one where the guy was actually like a porn star?
No one from the porn industry is in the show. It's about a guy, two guys in London that created a sex toy business.
Out of butt plugs?
Dildos, strap-ons,
It's
sex
funny.
dolls.
They can mail a dildo to someone and always drop the line, "They got my dick" message at the end of it. They could.
They could.
Maybe that was the inspiration for that line from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Could be.
Could be. Could be such a dick. What? just enjoying your time at Starbucks while people look at us. As we
She's probably got more balls in her purse than you do.
I don't have a purse, Jesus.
It's a satchel.
Well, technically, you have a purse. It's
You know, I'm trying to get Ryan to go to Hamilton Comic Con, and guess what he's cosplaying as? Zach Galifianakis. He's gonna dress up as him from The Hangover.
How do you dress up like a soulless ginger?
You just gotta find him the goddamn satchel and that stupid, ugly ass gray shirt with like the Chinese lettering on it. Because Ryan does that pose perfectly. The one he's just standing like that, he can pull it off. And he's got the beard. He's already soulless.
I can see him pulling that off and like, can I get your picture? And he would just stand like he does when they were waiting for the
I
elevator. in the
wouldn't be
movie.
surprised if he got autographs. Like he'd be like, "Oh my God, Zach, how you doing? This is my career. I'm a floor walker at a Comic Con. I don't even get a booth." That sums it up, right?
He'd totally get away with it.
But what always would sting him is that, you know, it sucks that you don't get a booth, but Jessica Nigri does. Ooh, that is kind of harsh.
That's the biggest insult.
I still think she's a bitch. That hasn't changed.
Don't even get us started.
Yeah.
We already had a huge rant about
I'm
it.
prodding this one.
Did you have another one today? Just about her?
Not today,
Oh,
yesterday.
Let's not be anal retentive now.
There he goes,
Don't
bringing up
tell
the
me
butt
what
love
to
again.
do.
What? Big ass puns.
Zing.
Terrible.
What were we talking about today? What was the podcast about? I said we could.
Comic book movies?
We could.
We could.
We could.
That's just going to involve lots of rage from my end, though.
That's fine. We're in a public place. What can possibly go wrong?
Dead Starbucks workers?
You know, I've always wanted to see Rainer flip out in a public place.
I surprisingly stay calm.
Which is weird because you threw yourself in front of a midget. And not in a butt plug kind of way.
I'm sorry, Todd. I wanted to spare the guy a little more, you know.
Dignity?
He had no dignity. He was a midget in a wheelchair. He was already on the top weight. You know what's awesome about the midget from Austin Powers? When you get your photo shoot with him, they actually put him up on a stand.
I like how you did the motions
Segue.
as if he's like a cabbage patch doll.
Like the listeners can actually see you do this.
I don't care because they
You know,
would
like,
be the same
let's
way.
put him up on this little pedestal.
I wonder if he's ever been like someone tried picking him up and taking him home. Like, you upgrade my doll collection.
Please don't say that. I know. I can see this happening.
You know a midget? How do you actually know a midget?
No.
I got excited there for a minute. I thought she was going to say I know a midget.
Even
It's
if I
offensive.
did, you will not meet a midget.
Why?
I think we've established this, Todd.
You know, I think everyone should have a midget. I don't know why we're all upset about this.
You're the only one upset about it.
Well, no, because they won't let us have monkeys. They say that's inhumane. Like, I mean, I don't know why we're upset about that. So anyways, segue, Deadpool.
Deadpool's a midget? What?
You know what?
God.
Listen, you haven't read Deadpool Kills. In that, there's so many different variations of Deadpool, there quite honestly could have been a midget. Midget Deadpool. Like, I mean, there was like
Did
a
you
bear
see one
mid-
at Fan Expo?
Well, I saw a few, actually, at Fan Expo, but they weren't Deadpool. But there was a Deadpool Bonanza, which I constantly talk about, which is odd that you even bring that up.
Well, you said there was all kinds. It was like Deadpool
There was
nuts.
like, there was
You're going crazy.
Deadpool bears, like Deadpool had sex with Deathstroke, kind of weird thing. Deadpool Carnage, Deadpool Venom, Samurai Deadpool, Ironpool. Can't forget about Ironpool, who was the win.
Chimichanga.
Chimichangas. While holding a, what was the name of that company he was holding the sign for?
Gamers with a Y.
Yes,
Get
they
it?
actually follow us on Twitter.
Do they? That's
Yes.
awesome.
I don't.
I'm alright with that.
I'm happy you are.
Because if not, tough shit.
Because you know what? We would have had to close down the Twitter account immediately when I got home.
Well, shit.
I would have sent a message. Rainer's not happy with you. Closed.
Oh yeah, because you know.
That wouldn't start
I'm
like
so-
an international warfare. Well, not really. It's Toronto, the black void of Ontario. But
I thought Ellen was.
I was thinking Dunville.
no, don't confuse our listeners. They don't want to know where Dunville is.
It is
Kinda
nowhere.
odd. I'm going to go home and I'm going to look this up when I listen to this podcast. And it's just like evil. That's
Well,
not nice to say.
What, like Detroit, but the Canadian version?
No,
No.
it's still
No.
better than Detroit.
Yeah. You know,
It's pretty bad that people like, oh, you're from Detroit. Ooh. You moved out? Good for you. Things are looking up right now. Where'd you move to? I moved to Arkansas. Oh, you're doing good for yourself. Or Wisconsin. Oh.
Next step,
Wasn't it
Florida.
established in dogma that Wisconsin's like purgatory?
Yes.
I thought it was New Jersey.
No, Jersey's just hell.
Okay.
There's like nothing happening in Jersey. The best thing that happened to Jersey was Sopranos. Look how that turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't stop believing. But back to Deadpool. Stop segueing me off.
Because it's not difficult at all.
But it's pretty exciting though because we get to see the
Ooh, shiny. What? As he peers off into space.
I just keep seeing that giant sign that says playtime over there. I'm just thinking I should go over. Like they have Lego and stuff.
Oh god.
This was not a good idea.
It was your idea.
Yeah.
And we also have a giant thing full of maps. So I can, take the
So
map all the way
Deadpool's
over
coming
there.
out in 2016, and we're all pretty excited about that.
Yeah, because why? It's premiering at the end of your X-Men film. We can only hope that's going to be good.
Yeah.
But it's PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How well did that work for Expendables?
Well, here's the thing. With PG-13 movies as of late, they do push the line a little bit sometimes. I'm going to keep saying it that way in the hopes they will.
I don't know. They do get away with a lot more now.
But I just can't
in movies.
picture Deadpool without bad sex jokes and no blow-up dolls. Like, right there. Not even sold.
What about the gore?
Yeah,
I don't even care about the gore right now. I'm worried about the blow-up dolls. Like, is she going to be surprised to see him? No. He's probably blowing up like a fluffy animal. Like, that already turns me off.
Was it Ryan Reynolds though that they got to play? I didn't actually see that.
That hasn't been announced on who's actually being Deadpool. They just said the Deadpool movie. So for sure, green light in February 2016.
I just hope that they don't do it like they don't take him from Wolverine, the Origins movie. Yeah.
That was
they
just
went through
terrible.
that.
Yes, the only thing that's been released in regards to that is that this is a completely different Deadpool. So they're not even going to acknowledge. So I think they're going to follow the philosophy
just
of
like,
Days of Future Past wiped everything out. It wipes that out too.
Like, you know what? Days of Future Past was just him getting angry emails from X-Men fans and him being like, okay, I got to make this movie and correct everything.
But he did.
Yes, he
And
did.
And he made you happy. You were happy in the theater.
I wasn't. I was content. I
Full of
I
shit.
still don't like.
Because even
I'm-
you were like, fixed.
Sort of. No. I said this in the other
But
podcast.
you did scream like a girl when Colossus died. And they tore him in half. No! I'm like, it's fucking Colossus. No one even cares about him.
Yeah, no one cared.
He's just a giant Russian.
Anyway,
Well, no, that was kind of horrible. There was so much death in that film. That I will admit. A ridiculous amount of death.
yes,
Like, I felt bad for Blake. That bitch died a lot.
yeah.
Havoc,
and they
didn't take it
died
seriously.
horribly. Well, no, see this again. He didn't. What? This just goes back to the fan expo when I thought, I saw the Mystique, and then I wanted to be like, Mama, but I didn't think that she would
That would have been
understand
awkward,
because.
but you could have got a date out of it. It could have.
Anyway,
She was cute.
she was cute, but I don't think she would have understood why I was saying that because it's like, oh, you're Mystique from the movies. You don't understand that she's Rogue's adopted mother. Oh,
So you're
and
assuming she doesn't know the Mystique character.
I'm assuming yes because she was a Mystique for the movie. But
Sounds like-
You know who
Sounds
wouldn't have
like
got that
profiling.
reference? Absolutely wouldn't have.
But
Jessica Nigri.
I need my time away from my fans. Fuck off.
no,
I'm tired.
I want to go to the
tired.
aquarium
And
instead.
we weren't tired.
yeah.
Well, no, I definitely
Okay,
was
okay.
not tired. I was definitely not tired.
Wow, how many Dark Roast, how many Red Bulls?
3 Dark Roast. 2
Don't
Red Bulls.
ask.
That was
We
all.
don't
till
talk
Havoc-
about that
Havoc
anymore.
Oh, that's the first rule about Fan Expo. Don't talk about Fan Expo.
Yeah, no.
See, the thing is that Norman Reedus finished shooting and flew up to Fan Expo, and whereas she was tired.
Because she partied a little too hard.
Yeah, you know what?
Party of
Ivy
what?
Doom Kitty was there, and like there was a bunch of pictures of them on Instagram. Like a bunch of people went out, and all the other cosplayers were there. They were all there on Sunday except for Jessica Nigri.
Very upset we didn't get to meet Ivy Doom Kitty. Very upset.
I heard Miss Sinister was at PAX this weekend, and I forgot to tell my friend Susie to profess my girl crush on her.
She is like the best gender bender cosplayer ever.
Yeah,
She did that Kratos cosplay one.
Oh, right.
Fucking nailed. She did a Sagat
yeah, her Sagat's good.
and pretty badass.
Her Mr. Sinister, like amazing.
I'm sure she'd nail Deadpool. Because, she put a mask on. Yeah, I had nowhere to go. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Either way, there's a lot of cosplayers. There's a lot of other guests that are much older than Miss Nigri, who's what? What
A
is
year-
it?
I wish I
year
could wake
younger-
up one
no,
day and have a
2
perfect
years
set
younger
of
than me
tits,
then.
but it's not gonna happen.
Either way, she was tired, and you know what? A lot of people get tired. Stanley
Suck
is
it up.
92, exactly. He was there all 4
And a
days.
germaphobe.
How many of us at that age ended up going out drinking 3, 4, 5 times a week?
Well, there was that whole
and then
crew.
still had the next day, and it's like,
Gabby's
yeah, let's
raising her
go.
hand.
There was that whole, well, there was that
We're
whole
all
crew
raising
of
our
people
hands
we knew.
unanimously.
Like,
Yeah.
Roxy was there, Roxy Dark Knight was there.
He
What's
will
his
defend her,
face?
though.
Wise Moose and
That's
Space
because they're
Entertainment
being
was there. They were
fanboys
there
and
all 4
fangirls,
days.
and they don't really see that.
Because they see them once every how many months?
Like, apparently Leanna Vamtress was absolute sweetheart, and she was there all 4 days. Again, I don't agree with, when you try and
She
gender
can
bend.
Django my bet.
Anyway, I don't agree that sexualizing cosplay means you're cosplaying. Like, if you're gonna be Ash from Evil Dead,
That girl was pretty badass that we did run into, and she didn't
Yeah.
sexualize it at all.
no, she didn't.
She had boobs, big
because
boobs,
you
but
don't
Wayne pulled
have
it
to
off.
sexualize it, and that's my thing.
And she
is-
wasn't showing them off, though.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is you don't have to do that. If you're gonna gender bend, just because you're a girl with big tits doesn't mean you have to sexualize
No,
it.
you just gotta be that crazy one that goes to the Bruce Campbell tattoo like a couple days later.
Hey,
know
everybody's
who would've
looking
done
at
that.
me
I
for
don't
some
know,
reason.
and it's like, it's kind of weird. We're just eating chicken wings and be like, I want a tattoo.
No, technically, you started the
I did
conversation
want a
about
tattoo,
the tattoo.
and then she's like, I want a tattoo. I'm like, first thing that came to mind was, I said to her, is make sure you get something that obviously signifies, like, something from your life that's amazing. And instantly, it's like Bruce Campbell came to mind. And then an hour later, she's getting a tattoo of Bruce Campbell.
Best
Let's see it,
tattoo
let me see
ever.
it. Let me see it. I haven't seen it. Wow, really kept the color. No one can see this. Who cares about you? No, it's been on the page a few times, so they should have seen it right now. Oh wow, all that cap. He's gonna have to redo all that black now. Yep. Anyways, back to Deadpool. No, this is how it started. We had this podcast once where we're gonna talk about Batman. An hour and a half later, Deadpool. It was all about Deadpool. Okay, so basically Marvel films, not so much. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was rated as probably one of the worst Marvel films in the last couple of years. I didn't think it was too bad. I think they really killed Green Goblin. So this makes me worry about, one, a lot of companies are trying to hold the licenses. Sony's trying to keep the Spider-Man licenses by popping out, was it a Venom that's going to be coming out, and it's Sinister Six and all the Spider-Mans. And then you got Fox is now coming out with a Deadpool film, conveniently, to keep the license longer. Do you think they're going to make a shit film? I don't know. But what the big worry point is, should Ryan Reynolds play Deadpool?
I think he did. He plays a good Wade Wilson.
That's the first question.
He played a good Wade Wilson. Yes, he did. And I think that I think he's proved himself in different movies. With the whole.
Not Green
How about-
Lantern.
Not Green Lantern.
No,
I was,
I mean, like,
I was gonna say
combat-wise.
his character
Not the
in like
proposal.
waiting, like the personality-wise, that can go well for Deadpool.
Yeah, and he learns how to fight.
More,
like, he's
I would say Ben
actually-
Wilder more.
Yeah.
Either way, he's
As long
good
as
at
I don't
it.
have to watch a dog pump cannoli again. that was a little bit too much. I like bulldogs and all, but I won't lie to you, I was not happy with that bulldog. I just looked at it and just shamed. I'm like, really? That's a lot of cum.
Andy Portman.
God. Let's not talk about that. Oh no.
No, but okay.
done.
So we got to see that 1 minute, 2 minute trailer. Which the funny part of the whole thing was when the car was flipping and he showed the picture about what was going to happen to that guy. That was the best part of the whole thing. Or no, just what was the one song that was playing in the car? It was like a classic Barbra Streisand song,
I
think
don't
it was.
recall the song now.
I
Okay, it
wouldn't
was
be
funny.
surprised.
But this is going to lead to the second question. If it's Ryan Reynolds, should it be CGI or should it be live action? I think that's a big one right there. Because that was CGI you saw.
Oh yes.
But I
Yeah.
think they can. You can't tell me you can't pull off live action nowadays.
No, he
not saying you
can.
can't.
That's what kind of annoyed me about this trailer is that
As-
did you get lazy?
As bad as Blade 3 was, his character in there,
Well, there's gonna be a Blade 4, don't you worry.
Oh yeah. They've already
Totally
talked
Blade
about it.
4.
hopefully that redeems the series.
No.
What are we talking
It won't.
about? Blade Trinity wasn't too bad.
I liked
Wasn't
1
too
and 2
bad.
better.
It wasn't too good. Yeah, well, 1 was the best. That was all about Stephen Dorff, though. He was a good villain. But and next part.
Was that some drool?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Did you ever see SFW? You've never seen Stephen Dorff yet. You need to watch SFW. It was his first film. It's called So Fucking What? SFW.
Deuces Wild as well.
Oh yeah,
that
this
was
is
a
wild.
good one.
Film.
That was
SFW
such
is
a good
classic
one.
because it's so amateur. It's great. And it's all about this guy who just gets held up at a convenience store, And he gets out and he starts this huge rant about his major phrase, everything was so fucking what, who cares? And it became like a cult of people following him around, just say the line, man. So fucking what? Like, I don't get. Anyways. And then, secondly, if it's going to be live action or CGI, I personally would want live action.
Well, yeah. I think it works out better that way.
CGI films do not do well in the box office to begin with, unless it's a kid's film or a Disney flick or cars or planes.
I think it was just CGI because
Frozen.
Oh, Final Fantasy Spirits Within. Ooh, did I strike a note? I saw it as a drive-in and I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
Talking about, they had a great cast like Alec Baldwin, Steve Buscemi was in it, Vasquez from Aliens. That's it. And some other weird shit. some glowing aliens.
I think it pretty much ends there, though.
They looked like giant glow-in-the-dark condoms. It didn't make sense what they were doing. Just stealing your soul out of your body. You're pregnant. I'm a dude. You're still pregnant. But who would be the villain in Deadpool? I think who would compliment Deadpool the most would be Cable. But should it be a team-up?
I think it should be. I mean, he's going to be an apocalypse, so...
Well, I just started, like, we really started binge reading
Well,
Deadpool
if anyone's going to be
the
the villain, it should be Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister. Who would be a good Mr. Sinister, though? Oh,
Wow.
that'd be, you know what? I'm on board for Mr. Sinister now.
I've always been a Mr. Sinister fan. As
His
a villain,
voice always creeped me out.
yeah.
When in the cartoons, and I was always terrified of him when I was younger. His voice, I don't know what it was.
Even in the video game was still pretty good,
Yeah.
too. Who would be a good William Dafoe? No.
No, he's not.
too
he's-
No,
yeah,
coming underneath
he's
your
too
bed
old
and shit,
he's
ask you
too-
for a cigarette. Did you have a light? Nope. Okay. Family Guy paints such a good picture.
He's not the size of Mr. Sinister either. Mr. Sinister is...
Yeah, but that can be fixed.
That can be fixed.
But it shouldn't be this... No.
Tom Hardy?
Don't even say that because you were pissed off about Gal Gadot. Exactly. She's too small, and you said that shouldn't have to be
I
fixed
pass
with
fecal
CGI.
matter that way more than her.
Then why would it be okay to cast someone who is smaller than what Mr. Sinister is and fix it with CGI?
No, you don't need to
no,
fix it with
no.
CGI.
No. It's called steroids.
Yeah, that's gonna go over real well.
No, it's HGH. Get it
No,
right.
you
No
can get away with
steroids.
steroids now because in the huge NFL, it's about punching out your wife. It's not about steroids anymore. So no one cares about steroids right now. They can get away with it for a bit.
Anyway,
No, but look
Tom
at
Hardy
the
would-
size difference that Lord of the Rings pulled off.
Yeah,
They didn't
sure.
use CGI.
yeah, they.
It was all
made
camera
him-
tricks.
Yeah, same with
It was all camera
Hagrid in
tricks.
Harry Potter movies.
Contrast. That's all it was. But Mr. Sinister, like I
I'm not
always,
talking about height. I'm talking about bulk.
but see, here's the thing with that. I would always say Tom Hardy, but like Tom Hardy is almost everything now because now he's been Mad Max. He was Bane. He wants to be a superhero. He's admitted he wants to be a superhero. What? I don't know. But Tom Hardy is a very good actor.
They can't use Batista anymore.
Bautista. Well, he was good in Guardians of the Galaxy with his horrible. You know, it's funny that they wrote a script so bad so it fits him because he can't act worth nothing. I would say no. I can't think of a good villain as of late. Who's played a good villain? It's gotta be a big guy.
Aside from Bane, like Tom Hardy, I can't.
That's the problem because Tom Hardy can always gain and lose weight like nothing. Like, he doesn't care. Like I watched this film, it fucked me right up. Called Bronson. It's on Netflix, and I implore you to watch it. It's about the infamous prisoner Charles Bronson that was in the United Kingdom's prisons. Like he went to every single prison, and how he just went and he just puffed out like nothing. And it was pretty violent. And for the ladies out there, you saw his penis. I didn't want to see it. I was eating breakfast.
Was it sausage?
Well, it's kind of like you wanted to pick it up and burp it like a burrito. It was pretty big. I wouldn't do it. I would have hired someone to do that.
I meant your
I have class.
what to burp your burrito?
Hey, man. Obviously, you've never been to Mighty Taco. Fuckers are huge, man.
So
I feel guilty bringing it over the border. I think I'm smuggling
Villains.
something in.
Villains.
That's sad, but we can't actually think of a villain.
I mean, Sebastian Stan did well with Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But again, that's the same.
They don't care anymore. The rule has been broken.
Yeah, that's true.
The rule has been beyond. Like Chris Evans, Human Torch, Captain America.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern, and what's his name again from Blade? He played the
King?
Hannibal King. They don't care no more.
No.
Like, I don't know. I think also at that point is that they should have probably casted someone as a villain by now. Like, it's been knowledgeable to say that Ryan Reynolds has probably got it 99%. Because that's what everyone
Just from the
expects.
sheer hype.
Yeah. So they need to find a good villain to go with him.
And he's already got the build. He really wouldn't have to do
And
much
if he
work.
doesn't
But the
have it at
question
the time, he
behind
can
that is
easily
that
get
is Ryan
it.
Reynolds going to play the Deadpool that he saw in the trailer, or you play the Ryan Reynolds that actually hears the voices and can talk to you?
Either way, I
The
think
fourth
he could
wall
do
must
it.
come down.
Yeah, I think
Well,
he
yeah,
could do
otherwise
it.
it's not Deadpool.
Yeah, I think he could do it. He seems to be dedicated enough. He wanted to do Deadpool.
Well, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that worries me, right? It's kind of like how
It worries everyone, Todd. Everyone is wondering.
It's kind of like
Please,
how The Rock
Fox,
is
don't
Black
fuck this
Adam.
up.
It's like how Rock is announced to be Black Adam,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no Shazam, so no one knows who that is yet.
I honestly felt that he would have been better Black Adam anyways.
Well, yeah, probably Black Adam. Yeah, I get the reference, but but still, it's just now I'm kind of worried.
You know who's good at bulking up?
Who?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. I don't know if he can be a Sinister.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
He's
Not
tall
massive
enough.
though.
Sinister is massive. Yeah. Like they always portrayed him
I always
huge.
think of the guy that played Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2. The guy that was also in Cobra. You know who I'm talking about?
I know the guy you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
He was the Arnold Schwarzenegger knockoff in the 80s.
What about, can't think of his name right now. From Prison Break.
That was the guy from Blade Trinity. You think of Dom because he bulked up huge.
Winston
No,
something?
no, you're thinking of the other guy. You're thinking of his brother. You were thinking of the main character's name. It was
Yeah.
like Winston something or another. That everyone's like, oh my god, I want to marry him. He's gay. Fuck.
Like how it works out.
I actually remember that. Because I was with my ex at the time when he announced he was gay. She literally cried and almost broke the remote control. I'm like, it's not like you had a shot. Let's be honest with each other here.
Stephen Amell.
But here's the problem. He is Arrow. He will always be Arrow. He'll never be anything else. They'll get 6 seasons out of him if they're lucky. An Arrow, and that's it. His career will be done.
I'm trying to think of.
He's
there's-
typecast. Look at
there
Tobey
is-
Maguire. Look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Who?
There's Johan Erb. He played Leon Kennedy in the last Resident Evil movie. Guy's tall and he's jacked.
No. Same idea, but he's unstrained right now. He played Barry in Resident Evil. He's the guy with the goatee.
Oh, the Rat Killer?
Yeah. He'd be, you know what, he's got the look.
He's got the
frame,
look.
He can
Yeah,
pull
he's
up
got
the
a big
Sinister.
frame. He could
He
do
pull
it.
Sinister.
Yeah.
And he's got the voice too. So I mean,
Yeah, really
as long as you
deep.
don't get a worm in the eye again.
Oh, that was
They would,
awesome.
they would have to add effects to his voice regardless.
I think so.
But would he
Because that's
have
what they
1
did.
million clones in him?
I would hope not. So many Sinisters.
So many Sinisters.
Are you
Yeah,
stuck
with
in
that-
that chair?
Like the
Question
mechanical
also,
reverb.
if they have Sinister, do they have D-list villains? Like Vertigo.
Arclight.
Vertigo, you have the shittiest power to ever exist.
Not now, babe. I got a headache. What was the other one? Yeah, you officially have the lamest power.
You know, it's funny. We were able to make a laundry list of people who we think could be Apocalypse, but we couldn't drop anyone for Sinister.
Oh no, once we started brainstorming, we got people.
Well,
That's the whole point of brainstorming. You start with one person, and then you think of other movies and other characters, and you know
and we
what?
still have one more Wolverine film.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping it's going to be based off the death of the Wolverine franchise. The 2 comic books that have come out have actually been pretty decent. He's lost an eye now. He's slowly turning into Snake Plissken from Escaping to New York, or
Wentworth Miller.
what gay?
Yes,
He's gone.
that's the one.
Let him go. Just remember how pissed I was
Oh,
over
you
Ellen?
had to look up what his name was.
It was bugging me.
You know what?
But even,
You
yeah,
can't say
Dominic
anything because
Purcell.
you told me to shut up about Ellen Page. When she came out, I was
I'm
like,
telling
"Fuck
you
off,
his
number one."
name.
Okay. I'm
I
calm.
don't care
I'm
that
calm.
he's gay.
I'm calm.
I'm not the one who got upset.
I got upset over Ellen Page.
Good for you.
I got a little upset.
You got to bring her back.
Good luck with that.
Whatever. I know a guy. Yeah, I was like at this really weird party, and I had a guy that sat there and talked to this person for like an hour and a half. And just like, shut up. She ain't coming back. Let her go. But Wentworth Miller, eh?
Or again, Dominic Purcell, which was the guy who played
Dominic
his brother.
Purcell.
He's pretty jacked.
He is. He
Vin
wasn't
Diesel.
Blade
No,
Trinity.
Vin Diesel's too short.
Vin Diesel
And
was
Vin
Groot.
Diesel's Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he's Groot.
He got
Can't do
paid
it.
6 digits to say, I am Groot.
I'm sure it was more than 6
Sorry,
digits.
7 digits. So what'd you do today? I am Groot. Interesting. Did you text message that number?
No.
I want to. There's a phone number you can text, and no matter what you say, it will come back saying, I am Groot. You can carry a copy.
No, you
Like,
can
you know.
like text any of us, and we can just keep replying. I am Groot.
Can you pass me the hot coffee?
I am Groot.
What's that?
I am Groot.
My next box. You brought this on yourself,
I did bring
Todd.
this on myself, I won't lie. But if you notice, the volume's a little bit lower. Public place. Start filling up a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. I think it's be a bad time to yell genital warts. It's only chapters. They would let us back after a couple of years.
Oh, just give it a week. They'd forget who we are.
Because the new staff has been hired. Whatever. Wouldn't be the worst place to get thrown out of. I've been thrown out of Walmart so many times. They got mad because they kept Ryan in the nuts with a lightsaber. I thought it was hilarious.
I had a dream I bought a lightsaber. Except it was like $150 and I spent all
That's
the money I
pretty
had
cheap
left.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
It's
legit
weird.
one, they're a lot more than that.
Oh, I know.
That'd be
I don't know
kind
why that.
of, that's kind of random.
Yeah, I have random dreams. I actually had the dream I had last night. Fucked. I don't even.
Okay, now you have to tell
All
us.
right.
You have to tell us.
I was in a school.
This is on the record. This is completely
On the record, I have really fucked up dreams, by the way. I was at a school, and I forget who I was with, but we were walking, and then all of a sudden there's this big explosion, and all the water from the canal starts coming in, and there's glass everywhere, there's barrels coming down, and I'm running up what seemed like a river at this point now, so I'm running, and then I get this, like, foot shard of glass in my foot that I pull out, that I feel it in my dream, and then it just starts healing right away, and I'm like, am I fucking Wolverine or something? Like,
I'm so sorry.
and then, yeah, I
I should have had a better superpower. What the fuck?
yeah, that was a weird dream.
That reminds me of that episode of Family Guy when they all had superpowers and all Mike and Drew's grow fingernails.
Is that all you could do? I mean, ow, but is that it?
Yeah. I'm really worried about Deadpool. We need more information about Deadpool.
I'm worried. I've been
You're
worried
not
since
even
they
a
talked
Deadpool
about it.
fan-ish. Like,
I'm not. I just hate when they ruin comic books, period.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. It
Hence
can,
Which they
all of
do-
my X-Men rants.
but you know,
all-
Last X-Men's good. I'm gonna stand by
I
saying
admit
Last
it.
X-Men
I
was
admit
good.
it. I like the last one.
It fixed enough to continue with Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, the thing that really bothered me the most about that whole entire franchise is how there was 2 strikers with the same name, who was different ages.
There's 2 kitties, 2 kitty prides.
True.
And there was 2 Jubilees. One was Asian, one was not.
What? When?
From
There
the
was a
first one to
Jubilee
the
in every
second
single film. She always got cut out of every single
I was
film.
going to say, technically, she wasn't in them, yes.
When was she white?
Wasn't it the first one?
No, she's been pretty Asian.
Was she? No. Maybe I am thinking of just kitty
Give
pride.
it away. Fried rice. In the back there.
This is why we don't take Todd to cut.
Well, it's not my fault that I have to carry all the jokes on my back. You know how hard it is to fill in for Brian? It's painful.
Yeah, well, it is Brian.
But if we did have Brian for a podcast, we would never have brought him here. That's where the line would have been drawn.
We would have been kicked out 25
Are
minutes
you
ago.
having a podcast in the bulk barn? I'm like, absolutely. Why?
God.
Because he will be completely so entertained what's in there that he'll forget where we are.
No, we'd probably get kicked out of there because he'll be like in one of the bins.
Brian, how did your clothes come up? I don't know. But these
He's gonna
Reese's
turn
taste
to
funny.
Scully. He's gonna turn to Scully. Is it Scully? Who is that?
No,
Who it
it's
is?
Hitchcock.
It's Hitchcock in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's like, "Did you want my shirt?" And he always keeps trying to take his shirt off.
Every
in the show.
episode, his shirt comes off.
Some very old guy. And,
Oh my god, they're funny. I finished watching that show, by the way. Like,
Oh.
I binge watched it last
Yo,
night.
I didn't finish it yet.
It's the season premieres next week.
I have to sit down, was eating dinner, and then 4 episodes later, I was like, wow, how did I miss this? And Terry Crews steals it.
Oh my god.
He had to build his daughters like this small little dollhouse, and he was freaking out because he quit because it doesn't make sense. There's tires on the dollhouse. Boyle, there's tires on the dollhouse. He goes, I can put it together. No, I need to do this myself.
And then he falls and breaks it, and then he just starts crying, and I'm just... It's not even just that, but it's when Boyle comes back and after he gets shot in the butt, and he's on his Segway or something, and he runs over the captain's foot, and the captain's like, he ran over my foot. I'm in an incredible amounts of pain. And he just says it with deadpan
It's the guy,
delivery, and I'm like...
He's the black cop from, was it Homicide? He was for many years?
I think so.
If you've seen him, you would know him. Like, he's got... And he's supposed to play a gay captain that has absolutely no emotion to anything.
Like, worse than Kristen Stewart. And that's why, like, the guy ran over his foot, and he's like...
Oh, Gabby, did you know?
Don't.
I should tell her.
Oh,
Does she like Kristen Stewart? There has been discussions multiple times.
I know, Karin told me about the time you made her sign an autograph.
So our very own Rainer, cosplayer of the page, has been accused of being Kristen Stewart on multiple occasions.
Actually, I have been asked if I was Kristen Stewart.
You know what, man? Think about the money opportunity you just threw away.
I'm way bigger than her. Like, she's...
Way bigger. Okay. You're famous?
Dude, she's itty bitty. I am not. I
You
can
need
punch her
dinner.
across...
she's talking physical size.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm talking, I could punch her
Still
into
more
next
famous.
week.
She's more famous.
You'd probably punch a hole through her.
Yeah, like...
When
I
people
mean,
say
I
hi to
lift.
Rainer, they don't want to punch her in the throat. When people say Kristen Stewart, they want to kick her in the throat. Massive difference.
Which is,
between
you
the
know,
two.
it's great to be compared to someone that people say things about that.
No, I was just saying that people don't want to punch you in the throat.
It's either, like, I get her, or I've been asked if I'm Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother.
Don't see it.
Yeah, I get that. Or I see, like, my friend Lucas's mom thought I was her. He's like, are you friends with the girl from How I Met Your Mother?
Hey, I get stuck with mistaken identity all the time.
Tom
When I used to
Brady?
take phone calls all the time, people, when I would say my name is Todd, they would say, how's it going, Richard? And I never understood that. Do I look like a dick? Oh, wait.
As a matter of fact, you are.
We got my dick message. All right. With that said, I think I need to go buy a book. Who wants to go? Should we bring the phone with us?
As we're wandering through chapters.
No. All right, I'm ending this podcast now. I'm tired.
No, you're not.
No, I am tired. And I am picking
How can you be tired with a pumpkin spice latte?
Because I'm getting a dark roast on the way home.
Game over, man. It's game over. Thanks for listening to the Droids We're Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you always.